is what I think I'm lacking.
You understand? You guys just don't have confidence that you know. What you know in Excel today, or what I've showed you in Excel today, if that is what you want to hold on into, I mean, Excel is deeper than that, though. But I've showed you what I think is most important. Like I've worked with people solving their business needs, their data needs. I've seen common problems people face in Excel. Common things people don't know that is inside the Excel that hold them back. You understand? And that is what I have put in our course for us. I'm not saying that there are some things I didn't touch. Yeah. I'm not saying that there are some things that are not worthy of learning. Yeah, but some are more worthy than the other. You understand what I'm trying to say? So if what I've shown you is what you just want to stay with, for example, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you want to say that, okay, what Ablafiz have shown us in this class is the only thing inside the exam, is the only thing I want to focus on. Guys, you only need to know how to sell yourself. You understand? I'm not actively looking for a job change, for example. You understand? And just because I post on LinkedIn, you understand? I just post and I write some simple stuff on LinkedIn, record some videos and post. I have people sending message to me. You understand that? Okay, am I interested in this? They say that I do this. Yeah, I'm not even asking for a job. You understand what I'm trying to say, guys? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm not even asking for a job. I'm only showing the world that I know. So there are a lot of ways you can show the world you know. Before you post, if you want to show the world you know, before you post on LinkedIn, before you write the article, do research now. Is that not so? It can even be what you don't know before. But because you wanted to post that thing, you go and read about it and you post it. The moment you post and people are seeing it, they believe you already know. Whether you went to read it somewhere else before you now package it, nobody cares about that. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yes,
when you get to some restaurants and like all these franchise, what do they call them? All these Captain Cook and their likes, Mr. Biggs, all these brand names, you understand? When you get there, they have this session where they sell what's it called now? All these snacks, right? Do you know that most of those snacks are not made by them? They are made by one local woman. You Zainab, you Temitope will not buy something from, but has been repackaged and they now put inside show glass. It's now smelling fine.
So you sure we pack ourselves and put ourselves inside show glass?
Yes, now you need to pack yourself and put yourself inside show glass. You cannot continue to hide what you have.
We will, but no. The thing is breaking a new barrier, or what should I call it? Like having a total change in career can be like you might not want to have that confidence in yourself, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, you need to give yourself time. People are also rushing. People want to get job in the next 1 week. They don't want to do what it takes. You understand? Hello, can someone hear me?
Yes, it's breaking. I can hear you.
Yeah. People don't want to give it what it takes. Like, can you dedicate 2 months, 3 months, just on and focus on one thing? That is the big question. Can you? Just focus on one thing. Like, okay, this 3 months, I don't want to do any other thing. I don't want to invest in any other thing. I only want to invest in Power BI, for example. So which means that you're going to be taking a lot of projects, you write about it, you share what you have written, you share what you have, you understand? You can do a blog post, a Medium post, it's free to write. Guys, on how to create calendar table in Power BI. You understand? People are looking for how to do it. You understand what I'm trying to say? Myself now, I've been hiding under the world too. And it was taking me time before I started my YouTube channel. You understand? Guys, are we together? Oh, I need response from us.
Yes.
So it was taking me time, and when it was going to eventually start. In fact, I think I was even doing most of the videos on my channel now are not beginner. They are not very beginner friendly, to be frank. You understand? But that was what I want to push out. But the fact is, people are watching. People are Googling these things day by day. Let me tell you, I have a guy. We are colleagues, you understand? So I don't want to say friends, but we are colleagues. And he has a channel too on YouTube. He has been building his channel for like past year. He has been posting videos consistently. You understand? Posting videos on YouTube, posting videos. But most of his videos they don't have views, like very high amount of views. But he posted one video 2 months ago. That video is the most basic thing inside Microsoft, like Office. You understand? And this video currently has more than 70,000 views. What I'm trying to say is that thing you think is basic, a lot of people are looking for the solution. How to unzip a file? Just go to, okay, maybe I should show us. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I think because so that it won't be like I'm making mouth. Let me just go to YouTube, and I'm going to show you something in YouTube now. And I'm going to show you something on YouTube, which is about how to, I just want to search for the most basic thing, how to unzip. I mean, everybody knows how to unzip a file now. Right? Someone should answer me. We all know how to unzip a file, like the file is compressed, zip file.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Take the file, then you
Yeah,
look for
thank you. Look at this video, how to unzip a file. 6 years ago, 853K views. Which means that people are searching for it. Oh, can't you guys see it?
It's lagging. Oh, it's there now.
Can't you see this video, how to unzip a compressed file? 853.
I can see it.
You understand? You know, it looks like the most basic thing in this world. Like, why would someone record a video of how to unzip a file? Which means that thing, what I'm trying to say is that thing you think is basic. Thousands of people don't know it, and they are looking for the solution. Do you get that? This is how to unzip a file. It is just 1 year ago. It has 24,000 views, which means that there are still some people that don't know. Why don't you create content for them? Let the world know you know. So that thing that is inside the Excel, that's summing, that's length, all those things I taught you. Why don't you write about it? Let the world, I mean, before you can give someone a job, let's assume the person is a caterer, right? You need to see food samples the person has done before now. No be so? Yeah, you need to see food samples. I mean, before you can even buy a car from someone, you need to be sure that the person sells a car and not sells a bicycle. So before you can land that sweet job, you need to actually do those things that you will be doing in that job. So which is by doing project on it, by talking about it, by letting the world know you know. So what I'm trying to say is that we have a lot of skills we don't know that the world is looking for. Look at how to unzip a file, 204 KVs, which means that there are more than 200,000 people within the last 1 year that don't know how to unzip a file. Is that not surprising? Huh? So these are the most basic things, basically. I'm just trying to drive home a point. So people need to stay focused for some time. Give yourself a time. So that time you are giving yourself to transition career, instead of sleeping and waking up, is that time you use to do projects, to develop your skill. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Hello?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so that's what you do in that time. Yes, I know I'm looking for a job. I'm looking for a career change. I've not gotten it yet, but there is something I can do before that time comes, which is by letting the world know I know, which is by equipping myself with more skills, by doing projects. So there are a lot of options you guys can try. Write blog posts, you understand? So I stopped giving assignment because I've given out projects. But the fact is I've had very few people that have even started projects. And we are saying we want to do transition career. So whose fault? Is it my fault or our fault? Let's be frank now, guys. Guys, let's be frank. We are talking together. I've not started training yet.
What is it?
I said I've even given projects and I've had very few people that have started. I've given assignments in the past. I have very few submissions. And we are saying we want to transition career or we want to get a job as analyst. But we are not doing what we eventually get us that job. So whose fault now? Is it my fault, your fault, or someone else's fault?
Our fault.
Nobody's fault.
Is that enough? You said nobody's fault, or what did you say?
Yes, sir.
How is it nobody's
I said
You know
nobody's
I'm
fault.
Yeah, at the Temitope, you want to say something?
No, not you. Sorry, no, not.
So sincerely, we need to just do what it takes. Let's try and stay focused. Let's try. And I mean, we don't need to have too much time. Yes, I understand some of us are working. Like, we still have one work that we are doing. Maybe we are not happy with it, for example, and you want to get another work that you're happy with. But the fact is, we have 24 hours in a day. We spend maybe, let's assume we spend 10 hours in our work. Between this time, or 12 hours, let's assume. Between the time you say you want to start preparing for work and when you get back home. Abina.
Yeah.
So let's say it's 12 hours. So it's next 12 hours. Let's assume you like to sleep a lot and you sleep for 8 hours, right? It means what? How many hours? 4 hours. Okay.
We use it to read. We use it to pray.
Wait, I'm still going to subtract that hours now. So you want to eat, you want to pray, you want to rest, you want to watch Tauma on YouTube or Instagram. You want to watch football. I mean, what are those things we do again?
We want to watch class video.
No, leave my own. But I'm not important now. If you guys are,
it's not the sound.
no, me, I'm not important. No. Forget about me. Forget about me.
It's very much part of it, sir.
I'm not important. Who is Ablaf is that would be expensive? I beg. So
yeah, important. So you are the one teaching us how to change career. You are having a positive impact in our life. So at least if somebody gets a job now, a good paying job, we'll be praying for you because we know you were the one that helped.
But the fact is, we need to do what it takes. You understand? We need to start doing what it takes. You guys are not doing it yet. That is what I'm saying. That is why mouth is paining me now. That's what I've been saying since. You guys are not doing enough yet. That 4 hours, let's take 3 hours out of it. You pray, you eat, you understand? I mean, it still remains 1 hour. We can sacrifice 1 hour. I don't think it's too much or too small. If we sacrifice 1 hour, just look at it 1 hour every day, even 30 minutes every day. Sacrifice it for data analysis. Sincerely, you will not be in the same place again. Just take 30 minutes focus every day. Or 1 hour. Take it every day. You won't be in the same place again now. There is going to be a lot of change. But the fact is, within the last class and today's class, how many of us have sacrificed 1 hour daily? Between today's Wednesday, the last class was on Sunday. So between Sunday and now, how many of us have sacrificed 1 hour on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesday?
Yes, I sacrifice 1 hour, even more than an hour on Monday.
Okay.
Yesterday I did not.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. Any other person? Any other person? You can see we have 4 or 5 people in class. That's part of it. But it's okay. Let's do something. Let's do something. Let's leave career talk now. I think that's okay for today. Should we move to Power BI? Or maybe I should just quickly show you something again for why are people leaving class? Let's move to Power BI. Hello?
We are here.
Yeah, I said let us move to Power BI. Enough of career talk now. Or we should continue talking. We should not do Power BI today.
Please let us talk. Let us talk career matters, please.
Yes, career matter also matter.
I'm not a career coach now.
Let's do Power BI. Let's do Power BI.
I'm not a career coach.
I think you said you have project.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
We are here.
Yeah, I said we should stop career talk and do Power BI, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So actually, what my goal for us today's class is I want to hear your questions. I want to hear your questions first. So it's like a ask me anything, AMA, in Power BI that we've been doing. And I mean, those questions that are bothering you, whether it's 3 classes ago, 4 classes ago, or something I've not talked about. So I want you to do that. I think I've told us before now. And I want us to talk about projects. So maybe you've started your project and you have an old job somewhere, or you have a challenge.
Yeah, I have a question.
So you understand. So I want us to talk about that. So I have what to teach you. So if you guys don't have anything to say, there are I have what I can teach. So, but
I have something to say.
Okay.
Okay. My first question is this. Now, I'm not talking about the projects now, but I know what I'm asking now is somehow in the project soon. Now, at times when we have a dirty data, and then probably you have a column that it is an important column. Probably you want to use it to get an insight or something. Now, when filling the column or when data that are in the column, when you are seeing the data in the column, some cells are empty, or probably they gave values for some, and then some are null. They are writing null, and some are even empty like that. I don't understand. I don't know if you understand my question. So in that case, is it possible for me to do it like, okay, for columns that are values, can I replace all null or all empty cells with zeros? And then for columns that are text, can I say, okay, probably I should replace the null cells or the null places, I should replace them with not given or unspecified or something like
I will
that.
get back to you.
Is it
Okay, I
possible
get you. Okay, question taken. Do I have a question after? Let me take next question. Or let me quickly answer your question instead. So I want to answer that question, I want to show you a project. I think some of you might have seen it on I think I posted it somewhere. You might have seen it on my, so I just finished this project yesterday. It took me just less than 12. I didn't use 12 hours on it to finish this work. So this is history of Olympics. I believe you can see it now.
Yeah, I thought I saw this thing on LinkedIn. I think I saw it.
Yeah, who is that?
Zainab.
Okay, monitoring spirits. You didn't even say that. I know you. You didn't say that. Okay, this chart is not looking good though. You didn't say anything. You just saw it that you.
No, I just liked the post.
Monitoring spirits, we know you. Okay.
You have to be monitoring all our tutors so that we will learn.
One has to be careful in this world though, because if you are not careful, you just miss here one day. The monitoring spirit will just come and meet you. Okay, so this is Olympics data. That data was taken from the same place I took our projects. So this is the data, guys. So I want to show you something. So this is the data, and it has 4 Excel files. One Excel file. You can see that I have a facts table and dimensions. I believe you can see it. Guys, is somebody here? I need a response from us, please.
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Thank you. So now, it's Olympics data. So what is each row of the data saying? That's the first question you need to answer. So each row of the data is, what's wrong with this work? Each row of the data, let's just come to the very beginning, is, what's wrong? Hold on. Okay, I think everything looks good. You can see each row, we have an ID, which is ID for each participants in Olympic sports. You understand? You know, if someone is a participant, which means that person did the sports. So we have this table, this data is actually list participants from 1896 that we had first Olympic till date, till 2016. So it has the list of all participants in Olympic sports. So this name now, Annie, is a female, her age is 22, her height is this, you understand? So, and it's telling us the team she came from. NOC is like the 3-letter words that represent a country, like NG, Nigeria. So which game did she participate in? Which Olympics? Which is 2016 Summer Olympics. Which year is this summer? And which city did that Olympic, hold? And which sport did she participate in? Weightlifting. And what is the name of that event? Weightlifting Women's Super. So what this means is that, let's assume we have a sport. What do they call this sport? Running. What do they call it? Athletics, right?
Yes.
Yeah, athletics is a sport. But the events will come under athletics. At the end, the events can now be 100 meters race, 200 meters race, 400 meters race. But the name of the sport is what? Athletics. So that is what difference between sport and events. So this lady that I'm showing you her data now, just one row of the data I want you to understand, so that Annie, I don't know how to spell it, so if I'm misspelling the name, guys, pardon me. So event, they showed us the event, and they told us that the medal she got is what? Not available. This is the kind of thing you are saying now, Zainab.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
so
yes.
How
yes,
do I solve
yes.
this kind of problem? You can see now, for another person, they are telling us this person, he or she did 2016 Olympics and participated in, let me just highlight that portion. And participated in, can you see this guy, this place? And participated in taekwondo and got bronze. Another person got silver. That is going to be, you can see, is another name that we have there. Giovanni, I don't know how to pronounce it. Patimat, I don't know how to pronounce it. So you can get that now. So it's basically giving us the names, each row, of all participants in Olympics, year by year, all Olympics that we have. And we have this. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what is the meaning? So which means that if I check this column now, medal column, and I come to view, and I show us a column profile, can you see that I have bronze, gold, silver, gold, and I have NA as much as what? 89% of my data. So the big question is, what does NA means? Guys, that question is for us. Yeah, these people will
not
be like,
available.
I believe you guys will be like, this wala of our facilitator is too much. Zainab asked question, is asking us question back. Oh, this guy.
No, you're telling us now.
So, guys, what does that NA mean? That is the first question you need to ask yourself. And that is what is going to determine what you are going to do with it.
Not available.
NA is not available.
What does that not available? Yes.
It means probably the person didn't get any medal.
Thank you very much. The person did not get any medal in that event. In that case, what do you think I should do with it? Because we need to be able to interpret what NA means. What do you think we should do with it? Are we going to remove it?
We can't remove it because it's
Thank
going
you.
to
God
affect
bless
our
you.
data set.
You understand? So it depends on the kind of data you are working with. That will determine what it is case by case study. There is no general rule. You understand?
Okay.
You need to look at your data. What does that NA mean? In some instances, this NA now. So what I did is I just what's it called? You can say what's it called? NA in my facts data, I replace it with blank, basically. You understand? But in my medal dimension table, I only did put it as, you can say I only have three medals there because NA is not a medal. It only means that the person did not get a medal. The person was not the first, it was not the second, and it was not the third. So no medal. No be so?
Yes, no, so.
So it all depends on what the data means. So let's assume I go to an e-commerce website and I have not paid. But the e-commerce website, they are monitoring me. All e-commerce website, they are monitoring Spirito. The moment you search for something there now, they will be chasing you all around. No be so. No be so. Even the moment you mention it to your, whether to your spouse at home or your brother or sister or your mother or whatever at home, they will start chasing you. I don't know how they do it. So they're actually using machine learning anyway, recommender system. We call it recommender system. But what I'm trying to say now is that they now have a transaction data that they are storing in their office. Let's assume it's Jumia. And they want to analyze. They have recorded me like I want to do a transaction, but I did not eventually pay. Or my transaction was denied. Do you know that it was a transaction? Like I tried to pay, I've checked out. But in the process of checking out, I use let's assume I use a credit card that doesn't have money inside. You know that transaction was not successful. In the column for amount of that I paid, what is going to be there? What do you think is going to be there? Something must be there now. I didn't pay, but it has turned to a transaction. The only thing that is not a successful. You understand? The only thing that is not it is an incomplete transaction. But you cannot say it is not a transaction. They will not eventually send your product to you anyway. You know that already. But it is a transaction in wherever the data they have in their office. So you can see now in that case, you need to replace it with something meaningful, like transaction status. It will be, maybe they put NA there when they are sending the data to you, but NA doesn't make any sense. You need to replace it with something that makes sense, that, okay, all these columns that they have checked out, but credit card was rejected, we can call it incomplete transaction. So that you can analyze that, okay, a lot of people are coming to my website, but they have incomplete transaction. You need to know why. Is it because of your website? Is it because of their own card? You understand? In that case now, you won't replace it with blank. No be so. Even though the data is coming as NA to you. I'm only giving you a hypothetical scenario. I deliberately opened this Power BI file when Zainab asks the question, so that you won't be like, I'm talking German. You understand?
Yeah, I get you, sir.
Okay.
Please, you were saying something about null. Is it possible to leave value to the null?
Don't leave it as null.
Like
don't
blank,
leave it as any.
Blank, I mean.
Yeah, you can leave it as blank. You can leave it as blank. Blank is blank. There is nothing. No meta. It's blank. So you already know what it means. And you can work with it because the person did not
But
get.
I'm sorry, please. I have a question. If we leave it as blank, won't it make it 30 data, something like that?
If you're telling me error, because
no, it's not. No.
Like
If you leave it as blank, the meaning of blank is the meaning of what am I saying? Hold on. The meaning of blank is what's it called now? Sorry, let's take the question one by one. Hold on. If you leave it as yeah, there was the first question I want to answer. Please remind me. Won't it be dirty? Yeah. Won't it be dirty? No. The 7 good uses of data does not say you can't have an empty cell. It only says you can't have an empty column and empty row.
Okay.
So you understand? The 7 good uses did not say that. It only said you cannot. It only said you cannot have an empty whatever. So you understand? So it's just case by case study. Some you can replace with a blank. Some you can. I'm even trying to search for something which I'm not getting. Trying to see. So you can do different kinds of stores with it, basically, and you may even decide to leave it. It all depends on your data model. This case now, you can see now that this is my. In this case, I thought I removed. Okay, you can see this is my fact table, and I have medal here. I did not do anything to it. I left it as NA, but inside my D medal, I did not have NA there. Which means that, you know, that when I want to show it eventually in a report, the implication is that, let me try and close this guy, close. And if I want to eventually show it in a report, you understand, you know that I've created a dimension table, which is medal connecting to medal, you can see. But remember that there is no NA inside the medal. So the implication is what? What is the implication? If I try to create a table and I show my field and I say, okay, D medal, where's D medal? Medals, and I check on medal, you can see now that it's not showing me anything blank or any, because I'm only concerned with what? Gold, silver, bronze. Bronze. So how do they pronounce it? You understand what I'm don't mind me. So you get what I'm trying to say, and you can now decide to show a measure in front of it, which can be number of what can I show? Number of athletes that has won bronze. You can see what happens. Can you see what happens? This is the blank. This is the NA. You can see. You know, there was no NA in there was no N in my D medal. So, but eventually it is not an information you care about. Or if it is an information you care about and you want to report, you can report it in terms of, okay, no medal. Let's assume it's information I care about. I want to show. So it also depends on what do you want to show? What story do you want to tell? Like, you want to tell the story about, okay, the total number of people that are coming to Olympics, so percentage of them don't get medal. You know, you may want to tell a story, but if it's not the story you want to tell, you can just ignore it completely from your reports by just coming to filter. You understand? You can see now everything. That is why there's no direct answer to any question. You understand?
Yes.
There's no direct answer, so it all depends on the story. Now, in my own case, I don't have that story to tell. But if I care about that story, you understand? I have to report it. Like, I want to show percentage of people that don't have medals when they come to Olympics. Is it that it is not important? No, it's not that it is not important, but I only want to have a screen. That is my goal. And I cannot report all kinds of questions. So I need to choose my story. Choose your story to tell. You understand? You know, when employers, when they want to give you a job, the first question is what? When you go for interview, what is the first question? Huh?
Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, tell us about yourself. Look at me now that I'm like 18 years old. Wait,
But that don't let us loud that one.
Should I stop talking? Or I should
Sir,
continue?
please talk. Oh.
Okay. Me now that I'm like 18 years old, if they ask me I should talk about myself, I can't use more than 2 minutes to talk about myself. I need to choose my story. You know, the funny thing is that if 10 people ask you, tell us about yourself. I don't know about you, but if 10 people ask me, or 10 different employers ask me, I should tell them about myself. I'm going to tell them something completely different. Which means I'm choosing my story depending on that employer. No be so?
Yes.
Yeah. So there are some jobs I will go for. Like, let's assume it's employee and you some interviews, or what do they call it? So you don't even tell them the course you did because it's not relevant to that particular interview. Are there no jobs like that?
Yes.
If the
Yes.
course you did is not relevant and you know you don't want to waste this person's time, tell them what is most important and let's move to the other question. Basically, when you go for interview, you can direct your employer to tell what they want to ask you by choosing what to tell them, because when you say something, they want to know more about it, so they ask it next. So you can choose what they ask you. So you have to have prepared that story in your mind before going there, so that if you want to lie, that lie is going to be sweet. You understand? But that's not what we are saying. What we are saying now is that we are designing dashboard and we want to tell a story. Remember, we want to do what? Tell a story. Choose your story. Not all story are relevant. So choose the story you want to tell. Simple. You can't answer all questions. So because you can't answer all questions, the question you want to answer to will determine what you want to do with any particular item. So, I've spent too much time answering that question. Man.
Yeah, you've not answered the second part of the question.
Your question was too long.
Sorry. If it is values that we have, can we replace it with 0?
What is the meaning of value?
Like numbers. If we have numbers.
Why will you replace number with 0?
Like if you have empty cells there.
You have empty cells there.
Yes.
And it depends on what it means. I've answered it. They are the same question now. I've answered. It depends on what that particular emptiness means, which we don't know.
You know, if you want
case
to
by
do
case.
Average,
yes, okay. You can do average on that is DAX now. You can do average based on available data and available rows of data that are not that are values. Do you get that?
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is formula side. So it's case by case study. Do you get the thing now? I get your question because you want to virtually do values, you want to do sum, but you can't. That is why you need to know explicit measures. You need to write DAX. These are things what's it called? Cannot do for you. What's it called now? Implicit measures cannot do for you.
Okay, sir. So you are advising that if we have empty cells, wherever we have numbers, it's better we leave the cells empty like that.
I didn't say that. It depends on the data you have. I didn't say that at all. It's case by case study. There's no general rule. Bring the data. What does that emptiness mean?
That's why you are putting us in the middle of the ocean.
I didn't put you in the middle of the road. I have to tell you what is correct now. I can't tell you what is not. I mean, I can't. You want me to talk to you? To talk to you too much? Like, okay, you do this. No, it depends. That was why I opened this particular project to show you an example. You understand? It depends.
I get that of the
Yeah, it depends on what that emptiness means. If it is empty, and you think that emptiness means 0, put 0.
Okay.
Do you understand now?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's assume we are working with a sales data and there's a column for discounts. And in all columns, they have 0 point something, 0 point something, and some other columns, I said rows. In some rows, discount now. So which is going to be some percentage. And some rows, there's no discount. But in that data, when it was coming to you, instead of them to write 0 as discount, they did not write 0. They wrote NA. They wrote something. It doesn't make sense to put NA in a discount column. In that case, you replace your NA with 0 yourself. If it is blank, replace it with 0 in that case.
Okay.
But I cannot. But some cases can be like you are going to, it's not that 0 column is not even relevant at all to discussion. You remove completely.
Yes.
Like I'm analyzing day-to-day result of I want to think about an example, but there can be an example like that anyway, that you have to remove that row completely, that is 0. But the example is not coming to my head, but it can happen, you understand? So that is why it is case by case. You need to know, what does this emptiness mean? What does this dirtiness mean? What is this, does this 0 mean? Remember one work we were doing that we filled down when we were doing cleaning data. Can you remember when we filled down? When we filled down, it was because we knew what the emptiness means. That in this case, this is what it means. So I cannot just tell you that the moment you see blank, you should do 0 or you should do this. The question is, what does this mean? Then that is what is going to determine what you want to use it to do.
Okay, I get you now. So now, sorry, my final question about that part is that so that means if we have blank cells, we will still be able to load it to our Power BI desktop, right?
Yeah,
and it won't be showing error. Because I had a data like that it was giving me error. So I was thinking it's probably because of the blanks in the data.
If you have blank, you can place it to whatever you want now. I believe I've answered your question, Zainab.
You've
spending too much on this question.
No.
I want to answer questions from other people, please. I believe I've answered that your question.
Okay, no problem.
Because we have other people and we need to take questions from them. Unless you guys have questions. Guys, question, or I show you some stuff.
In my next class, I would have question because I've not started.
Yeah, you don't need to have started project though.
Or why I'm having difficulty generally, but I think with practice that should get it there, is the modeling. Is how to know which one is F, the G, the dimension.
I thought there is a video for that.
I just feel like I need practice.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I will always get different data. I won't always get one that has.
Yeah, I've shown you the golden rule, the golden methodology to do it.
Yeah, I believe with practice, I'll get better.
Yeah, you'll get better. Did I show Power BI service in last class? Who attended last class here?
Yeah, I think, yes, you showed Power BI service. Yes.
Okay.
Forgotten that.
Okay, so
you actually introduced us to freelancing. You've not really drawn much on that.
On what?
Freelancing, where we can.
Yes, now because this class is
where we can create portfolio.
It's about data analysis, and I'm not a career coach. You understand? So it's only freebie. It's freebie that I give you guys. Freebies. You
can still
understand?
give us that one.
It's freebies I gave you. You guys are not doing what to make me give you now. Do projects. Go and start your projects. Go and start your project. Show me your work.
We are going to start.
Eh?
I have a question.
You don't have goods and services you want to sell. You want to open shop. What do you want to be doing there?
I have a question.
Yeah, please shoot your question.
So yes, as regards the project, I've downloaded the project I want to work on. But what I now I have different Excel files for that single project. So my question now is that, am I to combine all those Excel files into one single Excel file before I send it to Power BI?
If you have multiple Excel file, what you just need to do is you start any project in Power BI. You know how to start any project. Connect to all those files individually as a query. You know how to do that now? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No.
You know how to do it, no? Because I showed us. You connect which project do I have on my computer that is multiple projects? Or let's quickly download itself, because I don't think I have that data. Which data is it? Quick one, please.
Marvin Toys data.
Which one? Which of the data?
Marvin Toys data.
Toy data? I didn't get what you are saying, no, please.
Marvin Toys, the first one, not the accident.
Okay, this guy, Mexico Toy Sales, is it the one?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So you just need to, let's quickly download it. I don't think I have it yet on this computer. Okay, and we've downloaded it, and it's like I'm doing your project for you, but no, I'm not doing it. So this guy wants to bribe me. What's your name?
I'm not bribing you. This is Mutado.
Okay. It's like you have used one jazz for me. Okay, let me just quickly show you what he's saying. So we have several Excel files. Let me show us the data. So this is the data. Guys, I believe you can see my screen now. Marvin Toy says we have inventory data, product data, sales data, and you just need to check your data dictionary, which tells you what each data stands for. You understand? It tells you what each data stands for. So I'm opening a lot of things. So you can see now that it tells you what each data stands for. Inventory data, can you see what it tells you? You have store ID, product ID. So you just need to check what each data stands for. You open this dictionary one by one. You need to understand your data before you start work, so that you know that, okay, so, and you have sales data, basically. So I think this guy is going to be your facts, and these other three guys are your dimensions. You understand? So they've done the work for you a bit. You understand? So you don't need to combine them. You just need to say that, oh, I think this guy is facts. Do I still need to create extra dimensions for my sales data? You understand? Where is this sales data? I'm trying to check it. Sales data. Can you see my screen for sales data, guys? So this is, yeah. Can you see now that inside this sales data, you have sales ID, we have store ID, product ID. So sales ID is going to connect to another table. Store ID will connect to store table. Product ID will connect to product table. And that's all. So you just need to you don't need to combine it. Or if it needs combine, it is the data that will tell you. So I just need to get data from CSV. I only need to spend 2 minutes more on this work. So I'm just going to connect to CSV. Can you see my screen in Power BI?
Not yet.
No.
You're still on Excel.
Can you see my screen now?
Not yet. Okay, yes.
So I just need to come here, get data from CSV. The data is a CSV file. I come to the location of the data, Marvin Toy Sales, and I can connect to sales data now. And it takes you to Power Query. You know that now. So you transform data, it takes you to Power Query. And we have this data. I'm not doing anything on it. I'm just going to click on new query. Can you see? I right click, I just come here, new query, and I come to test or CSV, and I connect to what? The inventory data, okay. And I just do okay, and I right click again, new query, CSV. Can you see what I'm doing, guys? And I'm going to connect to product data, okay, and okay. And I right click again, new query, CSV. I connect to store data, open, okay, and I click on it. Everything looks good. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. And you need to just check it one by one. This looks good. It looks like a fact data. This looks like a dimension. This looks like a dimension, and you need to check it. You can see we have product ID, product name, product category, product cost, and product price. You need to leave this guy here because they are hierarchy, and you have store data. You need to just check it. Okay. You have dates here. You know what to do with it. I'm not telling us. We know what to do with dates, and everything looks good. So we have dates here. Okay, and that's all. That's all basically. Can you see how I've added it? And so it doesn't. So I think everything looks good. Everything looks good.
So what if it was through new source? I brought in other.
There's no problem now. You can do it with. It's the same thing.
Okay, sir.
It's the same thing. Sorry.
So that's the way I've been doing it.
Yeah, I can delete. I can. Let me just. It's the same thing. Let's just new source. We just do new source, and we come to CSV store. Or which one is it? Yes, store, and I click on open. So and you click on OK, and everything is good. So you check it one by one. If it's dirty, you remove what you have to remove. So I think I answered your question now, Murtado, right? So I answered your question self because I ought not to show you as much as this. It's like I'm doing your project for you already.
Okay, thank you very much. So quickly, if we have a single Excel file, and in that single Excel file we have like multiple sheets.
Yes, if you have single Excel file, you have multiple sheets.
We have multiple sheets.
When you are bringing it, it is going to show you that you have multiple sheets, and you are going to select the sheets you need.
Okay. So the selection of the sheets now, they now come like this, like we have sales, inventory.
Yeah. It should come as separate queries.
You don't adapt me. I'm just joining you.
Mutado, it is going to come as separate queries. Let me find the data for us that has multiple sheets. You guys will like this guy always have data, right? So I think I have a data. Which data is it? I have a data that has where is that data?
Please, sir, while searching for the data, I want to
quickly shoot immediately.
Okay. Now, for instance, if we have a data set that we have like sales, so we now have in another like 2 or 3 different tables showing further explanation about what we have in that particular table. For instance, now if we have
you are talking too much. You are talking too much. Quickly go straight to your point. I get you already.
Okay. Now I'm trying to say that how do we do that to divide them into dimension and then fact
you're asking me?
table?
That was what we did in our class. So we have one big table and we divided it into dimension and facts. That was what we did in
This one is not just one big table. We have different tables.
Madam Zaina, this one is not just one table. We have several tables. Is that you? Zaina, are you the one talking like that?
I'm the one.
I beg. Come off it. So I did it, G. You are welcome. I can see your hand. I beg. Hand will be paining you. Bring it down. I did it, G. You said you are just joining. Yeah, good evening.
Yes.
So
I don't understand what's happening.
You know, if most likely, let me tell you, some people are very nice when they prepare data for you. What is happening is that today's session is Q&A session. We are discussing basically, and I'm answering questions.
But I saw you opening the toy data. Yes,
somebody asked a question about that data, and I quickly showed the person. But it seems that the person used jazz for me, so I overshowed. Sure, you understand now?
Okay, I want to ask about the other data set. The missing values. I don't think we covered the data we cleaned in class. We didn't really address missing values. So that I'm stuck at that point of missing value. I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly. I think I've discussed it already now. Is it not this second data? What's his name now?
NYC accidents.
This NYC accidents. Yes, now I talked about it already now. That missingness, you need to understand what it means. You understand? And that's all. So I want to quickly just hold on, please. I'm coming down. I'm coming. Let me just quickly Zainab, if they have given you several tables already, the person that prepared that data for you is nice.
Okay.
Most likely, some of these tables are dimensions. They are further explanation. You said it yourself now. Yes. You said further explanation. What is the meaning of a dimension? That thing you used to explain. Is that not how I explained it? That you went to meet your manager. And I said that, I want to see sales by manager's name. Further explanation. You said it yourself. You answered the question yourself.
Okay.
You just need to identify. Just like this data I showed now. This toy sales data. You can see now it's very glaring. This is fact now. This sales data is very glaring. It is a fact data. It is a transaction data. It only contains sales ID, store ID, product ID, and units. It doesn't even contain our price because this data is structured in a kind of different ways. So you just need to connect and check cleanliness and store. You can see now. You can check it and see that okay, everything looks good. You understand? You can see you have store open dates here, and you have another date here. So they mean two different things. You understand? So so you just need to check what it means, basically. So in some work, they are going to put those data in separate workbooks. Do you get what I mean by separate workbooks? Workbook, separate Excel file or separate CSV. And in some other work, they will put it in separate worksheets within a workbook. So there's still no difference in solving the problem. The moment you connect to it, Excel is going, Power Query is going to tell you that, okay, you have several tables in this data, and it is going to ask you, which one do you want to work on? And you check the box, select multiple items. Can you remember that thing?
Yes.
So we don't have problem now in that aspect. So Adeniji, I beg, don't let fan cut your hand. Drop your hand. You are still raising your hand. Adeniji, thank you. So do you guys get, did that answer your question? Yeah. So let me quickly show you something in Power BI. Are you ready, guys? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
I have it's not very conventional. When you say conventional, it's not very common. Like you see a lot of reports, they are like this, but it's not compulsory. Your report can be bigger than this. Like it can have, like you can see this data now. Is it not different in terms of size? People are not answering me.
I don't
Yes.
get you, sir. Yeah, I don't get you. Okay. They are different. Yeah.
So how do you do that? Because the scenario is that I have some questions I want to answer. I have a story I want to tell, and that story I want to tell can only be told. Like I don't want to do it in two report pages. I want to put it in a report page, and those questions I want to answer, they are related. That story I want to tell, and I need to put it in one single page. The moment I put it in separate page, it doesn't tell the story again. You understand? Imagine in your car now, the dashboard in your car. They now take where that fuel gauges. Fuel, there's an indicator for fuel. And there's
speedometer.
Yeah, and there's a speedometer. They now take those two things away. They now go and put it at the back of the seat. They now went to put it somewhere else. They put the speedometer, the fuel gauge indicator, the brake lights, those three things, the indicators, they put it somewhere else in your dashboard. They put it at the passenger side. Would that make sense? Would it make sense, guys?
No.
Yeah, it won't make sense because it is not doing any work. It is not doing any work at the passenger seat. Right? So that thing is for the driver. If something is for the passenger, they are going to put it in front of the passenger. For example, if it's a car that uses AC, there's this thing that you use to adjust the direction of the breeze that AC here is going to come. That thing now, they put it one at the front of each. Like even if you're at the back, there's one that is going to be somewhere in the car. Yeah, right? So basically, they are putting it to where it serves the need. You understand? So they didn't put it at the driver's corner now because it doesn't concern drivers at that particular time. So what I'm trying to say is that you can have a report that you have a lot of charts you want to show on a single page. What do you do in that case? What you can do is this: you come to view, you come to page view. Can you see now that I have fit to page, fit to width, actual size? I'm going to first of all change it to actual. Where is it? I'm going to first of all change it to actual size, and I'm going to come to visualization. I'm going to come to format. I'm going to come to page size. Can you see 16 by 9? And I can change it to letter. Can you see this size? That is a letter size. I can change this guy to 4 by 3. Can you see this is a separate size? And I can change it to custom. I'm going to say that, okay, I can write a width of like, what should I call this width? Let us call it 1280. You understand? Where are you? Okay, it's taking me back to custom. And 1280, and I call this height, let's call it 900 for instance. You can see what is happening. And that is, let me just increase it so that it's going to be conspicuous. 1000. Yes, I want to make it 1280 by 1000. So now when I come back here and I say, it wasn't fit to be, what do I want to show you? You can see now that when I change it back to actual size, can you see now? Actual size. Can you see now that I can scroll? I I can scroll, which means that it is occupying more space. But it is just occupying more space. Once you are done with your work, like you arrange your visuals, right? You can just change it back to fit to page. Everything that is now big, you understand, we now fit into a page. I don't know if what I'm saying is clear.
Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, you just need to adjust the size. So when you are designing your work, basically, when you are designing, you understand what I mean by designing. When you are building your reports, you can, because you don't want to work with something very small like this, you are not going to see it clearly. You can just leave it as actual size. You can see now you are scrolling, which is fine because you are building your work at that time. Or you leave it as fit to width because you are building your work at that time. But the moment you are done with your work, it needs to fit to a page so that everything has to be a page. You don't scroll. You don't scroll. Always remember, no scrolling. You want people to see your work on a single screen. Do you get that? Do you guys get
Yes,
that?
yes.
So it is going to take a more visuals, but you don't just do it. It depends on the the work you are working on at any particular time. So because so that's just that about that. Question. Yeah, I want to show you something also. Can I show?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Yes.
You want to ask a question?
No. You said, can you show us something? Yes, you're answering the question. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, you can.
So this is what I want to what I want to say is that except for Power BI service and yes, Power BI service basically. Yes. A lot of things you can do in Power BI. You can do in Excel. Do you know that? You can write DAX in Excel. You can create relationships in Excel. You can do calculated column in Excel. You can work with 10 million rows of data in Excel.
Wow.
You want to see? Do you want to see?
Please, I want to see because I have a data set that is 5 billion plus. Excel is truncating it for me.
Yes, Excel is going to truncate it for you because you don't know how to work with it.
No, it's Power Query.
It's partly Power Query, but that's not the end of the work. That's the beginning. Is that Deniji?
Okay,
So
pivot square.
That's 5/10. Power Query, 5/10. Then you need other 5/10.
Power pivot. It's Power pivot.
So it's Power Pivots. Yes, that's the second 5/10. But it's not only Power Pivots.
Oh.
So there are a lot of other things. So do I have a data on this computer that is 5 million? I don't think I have a data that is 5 million. But let me close.
I know, go to that place that we used to download data.
Which data is that? Which of them?
NYC traffic.
It's not 5 million now. Say it's 15,000.
Is it traffic accident? Which one is now 5 million? Oh, I think it's one.
You have downloaded all this data. Are you selling it or you are eating? Which of them?
Is there everything?
She wants to be selling it. Is this here the Airbnb?
Okay, no. Airport. Is there anything like airport?
Airbnb. This is it.
Okay. There's another one that is airport something. Okay.
Airbnb.
Let's use this one.
It's 5 million.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
download. Let's use it now.
Okay. Yeah, like should they show from our download.
Sir, that thing wanted to crash my Power BI.
It is going to crash it now. It's going to crash your Excel. It's going to crash your Excel. Because Excel, I thought I showed you now.
But it's not supposed to crash.
Wait now, wait. Let me close all these guys first. Don't save.
But it's not supposed to crash my Power BI now. My system, my system closed.
Because your
like,
Power BI, the reason is this. Your system is how to put it, is not powerful enough to work on that level of computation. That is why. For your Power BI, right? For your Power BI, not Excel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. Is the RAM maybe it's too small? Is it 8 gig? So that is why.
No, 4 gig.
Because here, when data is getting big, we call it big data. When big data is 10,000 rows, 50,000 rows, that is not big data. So 500,000 rows is not big data. When the data is so much, you call it big data. So in that case, the glucose that is running inside Power BI may not be able to undo that load. But there are ways you can go about it. But this class, the thing is, most of the data you are going to be working with will not have that number of rows, most of the data. But if it is the case, what you can do, you can go and read more about it. I thought I told you already, Zainab. Load your data to SQL Server. When you load it into SQL Server in your Power BI, don't connect to CSV. Get data from what? SQL Server. That's all. It is going to solve your problem. Can you get data from SQL Server now?
Yes.
That's all. That thing is as simple as that. Instead of you, because it is not an Excel file, you are the one that is calling it Excel file. It is CSV file. CSV file is not Excel file. CSV means comma separated value. Or is that not what it means? So let me show you now. Let me show you what a CSV file. I believe you can see my screen, my file explorer. So inside this my file explorer, let me just find the data that is which of them now? Okay, look at this Olympics data now. Can you see now it is Microsoft Excel, comma separated value. My computer is just seeing it as that. If I right click on it and I click on open with, I can open with Excel, but I'm not opening with Excel. I want to open with Notepad. What can you see? Oh, sorry, let me share my screen for Notepad. So I opened that data with Notepad and I want to show you what I can see. Can you see? What can you see, guys?
Okay, they are separated in commas.
They are just comma separated. They are just like a text file.
Okay.
So you are the one that is using Excel in the wrong way by opening it directly by opening a CSV file directly with Excel. What you should be doing is getting data. You understand? Get data. That Power Query, please go there. So I want to start. Let me just open. Guys, are we together? Are we beginning from this session or is it a waste of time?
No, we are gaining.
Okay, we come to, we should be having class that we just come and we just gist and we end the class. So I come to I first want to show you, because people actually, maybe I should start calling my Excel class Power Excel classes, because in Excel, people are not using Excel in the Power way. What do I mean? We have Power Tools inside the Excel, and the Power Tools are Power Query and Power Pivot. They are the Power Tools inside the Excel. So a lot of people are still using Excel in the traditional way. which is just cells. So now we can come to data now when you want to open CSV, and you just click on from test or CSV, which is okay. But you can also open it directly, but this is very okay. Excuse me. So, okay. First of all, I want to show you where to get your Power Pivot. How do you get Power Pivot? Because if you're on your Excel, you won't see Power Pivot over here. You won't see Power Pivot. So you come to File, you come to Options. You come to Options. Can you see my screen, guys? Under Accounts, you come to Options, and you come to Add-ins, and you can see Excel add-in under Manage, and you change it to Com add-ins. You click on Go. Can you see Microsoft Data Streamer for Excel, Microsoft Power Map for Excel, and Microsoft Power Pivot for Excel? Which one do you want to check? Which one are we interested in? So I'm going to check, yeah, and I'm going to click on Add. So, okay, sorry, I'm going to click on OK after doing that. And can you see now that I have Power Pivots here? Yeah, that is just first step. Second step is that I downloaded the data. Let me quickly go to that data. Here BND data, Control S. I bring into data repo and I paste it. I believe you can see my screen. I'm doing it live for you to see, so that I'll be saying that this is our facilitator, just a sweet talk. Yeah, so because with my own mouth, it's not sweet though. It's like bitter leaf. So we have Airbnb data, So we just want to open listings. Let us open listings. Even though, okay, let's open listing. Even though I don't like the data at the moment. So let's open listing. So what we need to do is we come to data and you connect it to what's it called? From CSV. Guys, are we together? We come to documents, we come to data repo, Airbnb, and we come to listings. And I click on import. Can you guys see that? I import my data, and it's showing me the Power Query interface. I click on transform data because I assume the data is dirty. I want to transform it. In this case now, I have my data. Somebody's let me unmute. Okay. So we have this data now, which is our listings. We have the location, neighborhood, Paris, longitude, latitude, accommodation, amenities, price. So basically, I'm going to assume I want to work on price column alone. You understand? I'm not analyzing this data, guys. I only want to show you something. Don't be so. Don't be so.
Yes.
So we have Paris, load more, and we have other locations. And we have other locations, load more. We have other locations. Okay. I just want to check something. Okay, let me just leave this for now. And we have this data now. We assume it is clean. Remember, it's not clean. There's still a lot of work to do. I just want to do property type. Okay, let's check the property types. We have entire apartments, and we have several property types. Okay, and I'm going to click on close and load, and close and load too. This is where people make a mistake. Import data. Never bring your data to Excel if it's a big data. If it's like 5 million rows, more than a million rows, even when it is getting close to 1 million, don't bring it into Excel. Guys, are we together? You know, Power Query is not part of Excel. It's like external.
Yes, sir.
You understand? It's like external. You use it to connect to external source. So don't bring it into Excel. So what do you do, guys? Can you see? Okay, there are several approaches to do it. I'm sorry. There are two approaches to do it. Let me discuss the first approach. Are we good to go? Are we good to go?
Yes.
Yeah, so the first approach is we don't bring it to table. You know, it's table we always do. we are going to say, okay, pivot table reports. And we can add this data to data model. So can you see pivot table reports? And I check add this data to data model. Guys, can you see pivot table reports?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to click on OK. The data is not entering Excel at all. I'm only creating a connection to it with pivot table. Can you see now that it's not loaded? Can you see my right hand side? It's loading it into pivot table. You are not seeing that table. It's creating a connection to it basically. Can you see now that we have queries and connection? We have our fields and we have our fields. You need this pivot table now, the thing we always have. I hope you guys have not forgotten this. And I just want to quickly do something about bedroom. And okay, bedroom is let us just do property type. I check property type. Can you see my row labels for property type and price? Let us just check price, and that is just a basic calculation. And I want to do average, not where do we do that? Average. Okay, sum of price. I want to change it to average. Value fit settings average, and okay. So this is the average price of these property types, basically. You understand? I can decide to sort it from largest to smallest. Do you guys get what I'm trying to do? And do you guys get what I'm doing? And control 1, and I change it to format cell. I can change it to 1 decimal place. Guys, are you with me, please?
Yes.
Sir.
So these are the average prices of these property types. You understand? So we're able to see that now that the average price of an entire villa is the one that is highest in Airbnb. Then we have room in Heritage Hotel. Then we have a boat apartment, a castle. You understand what I'm trying to say? Guys, this data, I'm able to work with it efficiently. I only created a what? Connection to it, to pivot table. It's not in Excel, but you assume that everything looks good already inside what? Power Query. But our work is not yet done. Now, remember this data, it has several, when you check the data now, we have listings, we have the 2 data we want to work with is listing and review. There's also a review data. I only connected to a review, to a listing data. Guys, are you with me? Or I'm talking too complex? I'm asking questions. So I'm asking questions, remember?
We are listening.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my Power Query. I want to go back to Power Query, and I'm going to say that get data again, and I want to get data for my review data. No be so? So now. So which are the reviews for the properties that we have? Remember, we have a review ID, a listing ID, basically. You can see now listing ID. And when you check your queries here, can you see that I have listing and reviews? Which means that for you to work with this review data, you need to create a relationship between listing and reviews. You understand? For you to be able to analyze this review, you need to do what? You need to create a connection. Yes. Let me check. Review. Let me check this column. Yes. Review score value. Yes. For me to work with this data here, this data that is here, for me to work with it, I need to create a connection between listing and reviews. Is that not so? So how do I create connection in Excel? Just like you do connection in what? In Power BI. So I close and load this data. I assume everything looks good also. I'm going to say that pivot table report again, and I'm going to say add this data to what? Data model. Remember this, add this data to data model, and it's loading my review. Are we together, guys? And it's loading 1.3 million rows, 1.8 million rows, 2 million rows, 2.6 million rows, 3 million rows, and 4 million rows. 5 million rows, 5.3. Are you guys seeing it? Nobody's answering me. They are fighting with me.
Yes.
Yes, we can see it, sir.
Yeah, finished video already.
Okay, I'm not waiting. Okay. You can see now the data was never in Excel. Or can you see it in any of the sheets? Tell me if you can see it all. So I just come to Power Pivot because I want to create a relationship, and I'm going to come to, okay, you can even do it from data here. Yeah? And can you see this guy? This guy. Can you see relationships, guys? Guys, under data, can you see now that we have consolidates, we have relationships, and we have Power Pivot window. So you can do it from either of them. When we click on relationships, we come to new relationship. And then can you see now that we have, when I click on create relationships, can you see data model listings? And I need to select review ID. There is listing ID or something. Listing ID. And I'm going to come to related table review. Can you see now that I need to create relationship between those two so that they can see each other? And I click on OK. And that relationship is done. So which means that you can take in your pivot table now. Can you see now that in my pivot table now I have listings? Just hold on. I have reviews. I think I need to refresh. Yep. Just hold on. Okay, I think I should come to all. That's a mistake for me. I should have come to all. Okay, we have to wait now. I clicked on refresh. Now I've created the relationship. So you can use a column in one to analyze a column in another now. So instead of doing VLOOKUP, in the traditional ways to do VLOOKUP, but with relationships, you don't need VLOOKUP. I didn't do VLOOKUP first because we have Power Query. But I can just show you for some time. Maybe we still have time now. Okay, we come to all. Can you see now that in my all, I have listing and reviews? Guys, can someone answer me?
Yes.
So which means that you can take a column in one table and use it to analyze a column in another table. Do you get that? So that is one. We can come to Power Pivot again and come to manage. When you click on manage, it is going to open another window for you entirely. And I don't know if you can see Power Pivot window. Can you see it currently or not?
I'm seeing pivots, table, fields, and the like.
Okay, I'm going to show you now. So when I click on that manage, can you see this table? Power Pivot for Excel book 1.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's going to open this table for you. It doesn't contain the whole data. It's just like a snapshot. You understand? So this is the data model because I clicked on add to data model the other time. Can you remember when I did that? That is the method 2, and I can come to diagram view. In Excel, in Power BI, we have report view, data view, and what? Tell me now. Report view, data view, and what? Guys, now, in Power BI, how many views do you have? Report view, data view, and what view? Hello?
I think model or something.
Yes, model view. So also in Excel, the Power Pivot, we have data view. We don't, our report view is like that pivot table side. You understand? And we have a diagram view. If I click on diagram view, you are going to see something that looks like relationship. Can you see? Something like Power BI. No be so.
Yes.
And we can go from here directly to even pivot table. and create charts. Can you see? And that is that. If you are, once you are done with your data view, with your diagram view, you close this guy. You understand? You can also come back again to the Power Pivot again. You understand? You click on that manage, and then you click on, let me show you the screen. We have it now, and you can write measures. Let me quickly show you how to write measures in. You are surprised, right? That this is Excel. Yes, it is Excel. We have this thing, we have this guy, and let us quickly come to, we want to write measures, right? We can write calculated columns, and we can write what's it called now? And explicit measures. We can come to what you just need to do is scroll to the right. Can you see add column? So once you click on add column, just come here, and you know this, we are under add column now. So we want to add column. Is somebody with me? What's happening? Okay, I think I pressed something. Let's just hold on. You can see I'm on this add column side. You can see something's happening. I think I mistakenly pressed something. But I want to add column and write something in the formula bar basically. Okay, yeah, you can see now I clicked on that add column, and it shows me the, oh, I think I'm pressing it again. Is that a mistake? No. Yeah, can you see now that I have my formula bar? I can now write my formula. Let's assume I have let's assume discount is, let's assume we want to write a discount calculated column. We are just going to say that discount equals to, let's assume there is a price slash 0.01% times the name of our table, which is times I think there's a price somewhere. Price, I can't remember the name of the table, which is I think it's listing now. Times listing, or times how to get that. I think we can select it, price times price. We should be able to write it directly in times just hold on for me, guys. I think we're on listing table now, right? Listing, close bracket, and price. I hope it works. If it doesn't work, okay, must start with an equal sign. Yeah, I got that. So we are going to change the name somewhere else. It was Power BI that overcame. I should not have even used this thing. It's just 0.01 times that price, and it works. It's just because I want to switch between Power BI and unzip Power Pivot. And let's see, it's trying to finish. You can see this green sign, because it has to calculate it row by row for it. Remember, a calculated column now, guys. But unfortunately, this one is going to give us error. So you can see this is error. Let me just modify it. Equals to, yes, I got you now. Equals to listings, not listing. Guys, can you get that? Listings times price, and I enter. So that is, I want to calculate the discount. So you can see finishing here, and everything is going to work now. I made a typo error earlier. I didn't do anything different. It's just a typo, listings, not. Can you see now that this is this add column, and you can now rename? Where is rename? Somewhere. Can you see rename column? And you can give it your own name, which is what? Discount. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So this is a what? Calculated column. Zainab, Temitokpe, Mustafa, everybody. Can you get that, guys? This is Excel, and we are working with it as if we are working with Power BI. Don't be so. Guys, some people are not answering me. So this discount now,
Yeah.
this discount now,
Yeah.
this discount now that you have here now, this guy is not in our original table. You cannot effectively work with discounts in your pivot table. We've connected this data to pivot table now. Can you guys remember? This is pivot table. I just need to come to listing and I'm going to search for discount somewhere there. You may need to refresh you may need to refresh first anyway. You understand? You have to refresh it first to see. Because you have to refresh this guy first. Okay, can you see discount now? So I can now check discounts. I want to make it appear on this table. It was not there before. Yeah, I'm coming. It was not there as a field before. But because I wrote a calculated column formula and I have some of discounts, I can change it to average also because that's what I'm interested to see in seeing. And average price of discounts, value fit settings, average, okay. And this is average, and we can sort this guy. Okay, it's sorted already. You understand now, guys? So we can see a lot of both are sorted more than other guys. So basically everything looks good. Tell me, talk about your question, please. Tell me, talk about your question.
It's me.
Oh, Adeniji, sorry.
What's the difference between power pivot and pivot table?
Oh. Pivot table is a table that pivots your data.
Ghana has no definition.
And power pivots. Yeah, how to answer that pivot table, you basically use pivot table to create reports in Excel. You understand? So you basically use pivot table to create reports. So you just need to drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. But Power Pivot gives you functionalities you have in Power BI. Some functionalities you have in Power BI, like ability to write DAX, create relationships, write measures. That's what Power Pivot allows you to do. Okay, both of them can be connected together. You understand? So you can remember when I was bringing that data from Power Query, what did I do? I added it to a what? To a pivot table, which means I want to analyze that data in where? In pivot table. And I also want to do some stuff with it in what? In Power Pivot. You understand? I want to add a new calculated column to it. I want to do some other things with it. Do you guys get that? So Power Pivot is not the place you generate reports. It's pivot table that allows you to do that. Summaries, a lot of stuff like that. Pivot table allows you to do that. And you can also do pivot charts from your pivot table. You understand? So which means that if you want to create visuals like in Power BI, you need to have a table first. Once you have your table, you can now create visual from your table. Before you can have your table, which is the pivot table, what do you need to have? You need to have your data model. You need to have your Power Pivot, which is under manage that I showed us. And this is it. You understand? We can also do some other stuff. You can write a measure. So how do you write a measure? You come to, can I continue? Insert function, no. Where is it? Can you see show implicit measure? So we have implicit measures too. So guys, are we still together?
Yes.
Somebody is tired.
Honestly.
Sorry, it's not easy. Sorry. So I was just what I want to show. So, but once you have, what does Power BI as above Power Pivot? You understand? You need to understand that Power Pivot was like experimental tool before Microsoft Excel. Before Microsoft, sorry, before they developed Power BI in 2015, yes, or 14, they have started Power Pivot in Excel as an experimental tool. You understand? So how are people reacting to it? So once, just like 2 or 3 years after Power Pivot was introduced in 2013, what they did was to take functionalities away from that Power Pivot because it's going to make Excel too cumbersome. So they took that Power Pivot away, they took Power Query 2 away, and they added other functionalities like Power BI service, Power BI mobile app, and things like that. Do you guys get that? Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? So that is it. So, which means that, but the interesting thing is that we still have old school guys that have been using, in fact, when you watch this guy's video, what's their name now? SQLBI, Dax, Marco Russo, and Alberto Ferrari. When you watch their video, interestingly, when they teach Dax, you know what they used to teach it? They use Power Pivot to teach it. Because it's the same thing. Where is it? I need to find a video. Videos, I want to show you. Marco Russo and Alberto Ferrari. And I need to find some of those videos. I think, let's just check it. But most of their videos, they use Power Pivots. Can you hear what it's saying?
You can't see it yet.
Sorry, this is the wrong video. Let me try and get it again. Let me find another video. This is something else. They are trying to show something else here. Guys, are we still together?
Yes.
Guys, are we still together? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, somebody?
Yes.
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 Hello, somebody? Hello, somebody?
Sorry, we are here. We are here.
Hello, somebody?
Hello, can you hear?
Hello?
Can you hear? Can you hear? We are answering you.
I can't hear anybody. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay. Okay, I said I wanted to show you that these guys, they use Power Pivot to teach DAX. And these are like the gurus of, this Alberto Ferrari. These are the gurus of DAX, like global gurus. When I tell you guru, oh, this is Power BI. They are using Power BI here. But most of their videos is, when you check it out, I can't be searching one by one now, but when you check most of their videos here, it is what's it called? Okay, this is Power BI too. But basically what I'm trying to tell you that is that whether Excel or Power BI, whether Power Pivot or Power BI, you can do almost the same thing there. The problem is, what do you want to do with your work? You understand? Because when you want to eventually publish your work to a website, you understand what I'm trying to say? Then you can't do that with Power Pivot. You need Power BI. You want to share with people. When I say share, you want to share reports. Just report alone. Like what I can do now is this. Okay, let me show you. Okay, I think that's I
Is there
discussed.
no way to share at all in
What do you say?
Excel? Is there no way to share at all in Excel?
When I say share, I mean I'm only sharing the reports. I only want people to see my report. I'm not sending the file to them.
Okay.
You understand? In Power BI service, I showed us in the last class. Maybe I should show us again, Abby.
Yes, about the dashboard, right?
Yes. Where I showed share. I showed some things about share. So let's quickly come back to. We guys are good already. See the way we are switching between two separate things. I want to be like you when I grow up.
I beg.
So you can see this data now. Before we can share, we need to go to we need to go to Power BI service, which is app.powerbi.com. And in app.powerbi.com, and this is you can see now that I have Olympics projects here. That project I showed you. You can see this is the work, and I click on summer, I click on winter, everything changes. So I only have one slicer there. And remember, they didn't really create Power BI for you to share for, because the assumption was that you are creating reports for organization use, enterprise use. Do you guys get that? Which means that if you want to share, when you click on share over here, you need to add people's email. These people, you need to have permission to share with them. These are people in your organization that can view, share, and build new content. You understand? Which means that if your organization is you work for Dangote Group and your email is temitope@dangote.com, you understand? You can only share with people within your domain, like at dangote.com. Do you get that? Guys, do you get that? So which means that you cannot share with people that is at gtb.com because it doesn't concern them. You are building projects eventually for what? Enterprise use within the enterprise, within the organization. And if you want other people, what they are going to be saying is just this work. They can't edit it when you share. Or you can give them permission, I'm sorry. You can give people permission to edit or view. You understand? For people within your organization. But when you come to file and you come to embed reports, can you see website published to web? And where are you? I click on website, and can you see this link? I can copy this link. And if you have a Power BI account and I give you this link and you enter it, you are going to be able to view this report because you have a Power BI. Can you see what I'm saying now? I can't see any other thing. This is a web page. Guys, are we together?
Your page is not changed, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't tell me. I've talked go. Cha. Okay, let me just go back. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, I came to app.powerbi.com. You guys know that already. The Power BI service.
Yes.
So let me just do it again. App.powerbi.com. I come there. So once I'm there, I'm going to scroll down. I check one of my projects that I have the Olympics project. And I have this Olympics project I can share now, which means that you can only share with people in your organization with the link. They can view, share, and build new content. So when you share, they can only see this thing. They can't edit. They don't have access to the data. Do you understand now? Guys, ladies and gentlemen, they don't have access to the data. But like I was saying, you can only share with people within your organization, which means that your email domain has to be in the same domain, not outside domain. So which means that you can't share from Dangote at dangote.com to at bua.com, bua.com. You understand, guys? you guys that, guys, ladies and gentlemen. So you can do that, and then you can share this guy. You can also copy the link. When you copy this link, when you copy this link, you can what's it called? You can what's it called now? Yes, you can put it in an email for them to open, but they still have to be in your organization for them to view. And for other people, you can come to embed the reports. You can also do what? Publish to web and website or portal, and you have this link and you can copy it. But before they can view, they need to have a Power BI account to sign in. You guys get that? And you can also download as where is you as PowerPoint PDF. And they also have Analyze in Excel, but do I want to show that today? No. But what Analyze in Excel is that it is going to download an Excel file that gives you all the fields you have here that as what's it called now? As pivot table fields. You understand? Which means that you can take your work in Power BI and continue in what? In Excel with pivot table. Oh, that's a lot for today. And our time was spent answering different questions. So guys, that's Power Pivot in Excel for us. So note that there's something called Power Pivot. You understand? And you can work with it. But Power BI is the bay. You understand? Because you don't have ability to publish to Power BI service with Power Pivot. Do you guys get that? Is it too complex? Is there a confusion? Hello, somebody.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, is there a confusion? Please, if there's a confusion, let me know.
Not for now. I guess if we have questions, we'll ask.
Okay. Okay, guys. It was anyway, I might want to tell you that or not. But I'm feeling that I dished out different kind of information today. So that's the purpose of today's class anyway.
I'm waiting for the video so I can go and get the answer to my question.
Okay. 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 Guys, please, I need you to do your project. I don't know what to do. It's like I should come to you people's house one by one. Oh yeah, open your project, start doing it. That's how it is doing me. Whose house should I come first? Mutado, should I? Huh? Who is that?
It's me.
Are you in Ife?
The days I used to come to Ife every day as fast. I'm in Ilesha.
Okay. And Elisha is at the door, yeah. It's at the back of Ife.
Exactly.
So that's how it's doing me. I should come to your house. Oh yeah, leave what you are doing. Oh yeah, come and do your project. It's not as difficult as it is. Just try. Guys, try. Try. And it's going to be all right. I believe there is no question again. The one we have had today, we should go and digest it. No be so?
Yes.
Oh, you don't want to die? Please don't vomit though.
Leave it. Sorry.
Don't vomit though. I'm Abdul Muiz. Abdul Muiz, how are you now?
I'm good. I'm here.
It's been a while. Oh.
I'm on the third video. I'm just doing the first assignment. Go with me.
use formulas at all because me, I'm not seeing the need for formulas with all the power table, power pivot, power BI.
Adeniji, you are not seeing it for formula. You need to, there is formula.
Did you hear my question?
Maybe you should come again. Adeniji, come again with your question, please.
Oh God, did you hear my question?
Can you come again with your question?
Hello.
Can you come again with your question? Beg your pardon, please.
I'm not hearing anything.
Guys, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right. So, Adeniji, I'm asking you to repeat your question.
Me, I cannot hear anything again.
I think Adeniji was saying that, is there anybody that had that question? That is there a need for formulas or what? I can't remember. I can't get the question. Who had that question? Hello, somebody. Is there anyone that had that question? Yes or no? Let me know even if it is no. We need to be sure we are still talking. We are still together. Anybody? Just say something. Someone should say eyes. I need to know if we are here.
Hi, yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Adeniji seems to. Okay. She will ask a question in the group. Guys, it was a good evening with us. So guys, please, projects. If you don't want soldier to come to your house, and carry your phone away, do your project. So guys, have a beautiful night's rest. Bye. Nobody's telling me bye. Are we fighting?
How about you?
Bye. Guys, now greet me. Temi Tokwe greets me. Abdurrahman greets me. Engineer Mikhail, I cite you. Greet me now. Are people fighting with me?
Hello.
Yeah, Adeniji is back. Can you repeat your question, please?
Okay, I can hear now. I said, is it still efficient to be using formulas with the presence of power pivot, power table, BI, and all of that?
There is no way you want to work without formulas now. Do you think, look at this Olympics dashboard. How did we get there without formulas? Look at this dashboard, yes, sales analysis. How did we get there without dashboard?
But we're not like, we don't have to write formulas like the first two classes. That's what I'm saying. That there are.
It seems you have not watched our DAX video. Have you watched it?
Okay, I've not gotten there.
No wonder. That's why. You write formulas. Look at sales. Everything here is formula. Look at everything here. That looks like calculator.
I understand, but I don't know if you understand my point. Like, we don't have to directly write the formulas.
But there is going to be very little things you can do without formulas. The formulas inside Power BI and Power Pivot are DAX formulas. And they have their own special way of writing, different from Excel. No more, no less. Do you get that? So go and watch that. Go and watch that introduction to DAX video. We did it in 2 classes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night rest.